Superman's James Gunn. And to say that this movie is divided would be a slight understatement. It is.
James Gunn posted this right when the show started.
Yep.
Look out, 2026. Don't look up, but look out.
Yeah.
For Supergirl.
Poster for Supergirl.
Yeah, that is very strategic. To kind of build off the opening weekend to get people excited. I don't know, man. Like, just seeing this, this is the girl from House of the Dragon, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what I think about this casting. I really don't. Especially like just seeing what the interaction is with her and Superman in the movie. This feels very much like this is going to be a full-on James Gunn movie.
Yes.
This is full on is what this feels like. James Gunn movie to a T. I don't know how this is. Look, man, I don't know what Superman's going to do at the box office. So I will say this. We've got this right here. So we've got this just came in. Superman earned 17.1 domestically on Tuesday, the biggest Tuesday at the box office for any movie in 2025. Domestically, I think that the movie is doing pretty well, but overseas, it is bombing hard. And
it is. And I think that's what people need to pay attention to is the overseas.
And this is the thing, dude. Like, people romanticize about America and the American way. When you make a patriotic movie based in America, overseas audiences like that. You heard of a movie called Top Gun Maverick?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people like it when you show America in a positive way. And the fact that Superman abandons that idea completely is hurting the overseas market. They don't get it. You need the overseas market to eat this up. And it's not working right now. Like, domestically, it's doing okay, but it's not setting the world on fire. But like 17.1 on a Tuesday is good. Now, I don't know if they have like these specials on Tuesday. They're driving people to the theaters or whatever. But regardless, that's a good Tuesday. That is a good Tuesday. But if this thing doesn't perform internationally better, and it's not, I see no scenario where the word of mouth is going to pick up. This movie is going to struggle to hit 600 million worldwide. That is a huge problem. So if Superman can't hit 600 million worldwide, potentially, what's Supergirl going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no market for that to do anything. I think that the division within the fans right now is very, really bad for this universe moving forward. And I think DC's been in a rut for a long time now, and Superman was supposed to be the thing that kind of pulled them out of that. And it feels like Superman is in the same rut that DC has been in for the last decade now. So I don't think this is going to improve. What do you think, Steph?
James Gunn said that, superhero movies, there's no superhero fatigue. It's just like bad story fatigue. And unfortunately for me with the Superman movie, it's kind of both. The story moves really fast, so it's just like hit or miss with the story. And, it's just another big, grand superhero slop movie. I think that you are absolutely correct. Overseas, they do love it when they do love the fact that America is so patriotic, as like with all of the American flags being flown everywhere. It's one of the things that you don't really see when you go overseas and you travel overseas. That's not something that is present everywhere overseas. Like, the American patriotism is what a lot of people overseas actually like about America. And if you take that out of this movie and just make it about another just human guy who is celebrating his humanity, you can see that movie anywhere, really. That's just another regular human story. So what's the big deal? As far as like the Supergirl movie, this one at the end of the Superman film, it feels like, I don't have a care in the world. I don't give two shits about things that are going on. That's how this poster feels. It feels like I don't really care anymore. I don't really care about anything or anybody, and that's what you take from this poster. And her movie is supposed to be all about her grieving and the steps of grief that she's going through after losing her after losing her home planet. So it's going to be another movie about, you know, emotions, and we'll see how that goes, but I'm not really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, that's a Supergirl poster that Beardo had just shared. So, Beardo, what are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, I think I'm with you on as far as how much money this film is going to make. Probably around like 600 to 700. It's not going to sniff $1 billion. And
honestly, if it makes 700, I think that's going to be a major win for them. If it hits that, I think 600 is in question right now.
Yeah. But it doesn't need to make 700. James Gunn said so.
Well, yeah.
James Gunn said himself, if this movie loses money, it's not going to be considered a loss for DC. Yeah. And he's only saying that because he has job security. That's the only reason why he's saying it. And as far as like, if this movie was truth, justice in the American way, you're right. It would have done great overseas because they do like seeing that stuff. They like to see the American patriotism. I'm not looking forward at all to Supergirl. I don't think it's going to be good. This is going to be a skip for me.
This has James Gunn comedy written all over it. And I think he's going to take it to a whole different level with this Supergirl movie. And, I don't see how the DC universe moves forward with this. Like, the foundation's not there. Who's Batman? Who's going to play Batman into this? Superman is underperforming. You know, the fans are super divided on Superman. And of course, I hated the Superman movie. I thought it was absolute trash. And, you know, I think that it's, you know, I'm glad that the Twilight audience has their new movie, because that's what James Gunn Superman is new Twilight. So with Superman presumably going to underperform at the box office, then you're going to lead into the Supergirl stuff, and you have no clear vision on Batman. That the DC, James Gunn's DC universe is off to a really bad start, and I don't see how it improves at all. So good job, James Gunn. Good job on alienating people with your nonsense, with your anti-American approach. And it's not that, just to be clear, the movie doesn't say truth, justice, and the human way. That line is not in there. It's
subtle. He does have a moment where he does do it.
Yeah, but it's not like that. Not like that. He doesn't say it from that perspective.
He's venting and crying to Lex Luthor.
Yes.
And he's like, and you know why?
I'm a
because
human.
That's what's being human is.
Yeah.
That's what makes me human.
It's so dumb. It's so
because
dumb.
I cry. I'm scared. I'm a pussy. And that makes me human. Oh, God.
What's so funny is that people love that speech, and all he's saying is like, I struggle and I fail. And that's what makes me human.
It's so dumb.
And people are like, yes. It's so amazing. It's like, really?
The scene, the whole movie, he's too stupid to realize nobody even respects him. And then in the end, he's got this passionate speech that like comes out of nowhere. It's just, fuck this movie, man. It's really not a good movie. Yeah, so it's not that there's an anti-American approach to the movie per se, but there's clearly a decision to not show patriotism in the movie as well. You know, and there's an active decision to not show that, which again kind of defaults back to almost being anti-American in a very subtle way, because James Gunn clearly, you know, is one of these people. He's like, I'm so disgusted by my country because Donald Trump runs it, so I can't show any pride for it. That's essentially where you're at with it. So DC moving forward, I think they're in trouble. I think this movie is in trouble, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I'm personally enjoying all of the back and forth online. I'm loving the arguing and the fighting. And as I've said, I don't really care if you like the movie or don't like the movie, but the fact that I'm even having to say that at this point in time should show you where the discussion is, because the people that love this movie are accusing the people that don't like it of pushing hate to get clicks online. They're pushing negativity. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? That's Last Jedi discussion all over again. It's like, welcome to the fucking internet. What do we do on the internet? We bitch. That's what we do. All right. So if something's bad, we bitch about it. If it's good, we talk about it and then we move on. But if it's bad, we bitch about it over and over again because it's the fucking internet.
Well, something that is refreshing about this movie is we're not bitching and complaining because of wokeness and politics and stuff. We're bitching because we're nerds. You know what I'm saying? We're bitching about the nerd culture surrounding Superman. We're not bitching because it's woke politically, but we're bitching because of how passionate we are for the character. And we disagree with what James Gunn has done with the character and stuff. How Superman is this Superman movie doesn't make sense, but we're not talking about it politically. And that's a little refreshing.
So, but yeah, I mean, ultimately it's the victim kind of nature surrounding this. Like, people are being mean about my Superman movie and they're pushing negativity to get clicks. And I'm like, that type of shit brings me back. Like, that makes me pull against this movie and want this movie to fail because of the weak-minded losers that are crying because people don't like this movie. The movie's not fucking good. Doesn't mean you can't like it. But when you start crying about other people saying that they're doing it for motivated reasons, we all wanted to like Superman. I went into it. I was hoping it was good. It wasn't good.
Me too.
Not my fucking fault. So
when I saw like a few tweets saying, "Oh my gosh, there's so much hate and vitriol coming from the side of the people who don't like the movie," I was like, "Yeah, no." Like, okay, where have I heard that before?
Yeah,
during
exactly.
the Acolyte. Oh my god, the hate and the vitriol. I was like, oh.
It feels like the same argument that these fucking Marvel normies have, and now it's DC over here. What? Because it's their guy, James Gunn, and all these people on Twitter who are probably bought and paid for, who are attacking other people for not liking the movie for good reason, and then blaming Snyder Bros, and then actively, while they're complaining about hate, are actively hating on Man of Steel and Zack Snyder. It just makes me like the Zack Snyder movies even more.
Well, BVS still sucks, but
I don't even look at like those comparisons. Everybody who's complaining about or comparing it to Zack Snyder, I'm just like, I'll scroll past them. I don't care about that. I want to see like the people that like it and why. And a lot of the people that like this movie absolutely loved The Acolyte. They loved She-Hulk. They loved Iron Hearts. And I'm like, yeah, this is for them. This is a movie that they would absolutely eat up for sure.
Yeah, 100%.